Hello everyone, my name is Clayton Lindley and welcome back to the Root Industries YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going over my 2020 scooter check, even though my scooter changes 100 times during the year. But currently this might be my favorite setup of the year so far. So starting at the top, I have these blue swirl Root Industries grips. They're actually from something that's coming very soon that I'm very excited for, so that's going to be really sick. And now going to the bars, what's really cool about these black titanium bars is one, they're black and not a lot of companies are making black titanium bars. But something that's really nice is that these are actually a little bit thicker. So there's an extra layer of titanium inside the crossbar and the down tube. So it adds a little bit more strength. Normally I go through titanium bars really quickly just because of front flips and the way that I ride. So I tend to bend parts pretty quickly. But with these bars, they last so long, so much longer than normal titanium bars. Now moving down to the clamp. This is a black Root SCS clamp from the Air series. These are one of the only clamps I've never had an issue with. A lot of other clamps that I've ridden, they don't hold my bars in correctly. Like my bars eventually start slowly sliding out. I've had this on for a couple weeks and my bars haven't moved at all. So thank you, Root, for keeping me safe. I appreciate you. Now for the headset. I'm not sure what actual headset I have inside my scooter. I found it inside the garage and I just threw it on trying to put this thing together. The headset cap is a blue Root Industries headset cap and it's amazing. It keeps everything dust free. Now to the forks. I have these black Root Air forks. Just like everything else, I normally don't really have any issues with these. Since front flips and flares and all the tricks that I do are really hard on my scooter, having strong forks and strong bars is really important. Then obviously I have my signature Root Industry spill wheels is what we call them. Right now I'm running 120 because I just personally like the feeling of a bigger wheel. I really like wide wheels, but those tend to be a lot heavier, except these new Honeycore ones that are coming out with Root, and they are so good. But I actually prefer bigger wheels because it adds a little bit more ground clearance so you don't scrape on stuff as much. And also you can go just a little bit faster, and I personally like to go fast. It's kind of the best of both worlds. They're also made in 110, but I think the 110s are normally sold out. The 120s are the way to go. And also for my back wheel, I also have my signature wheel. If you notice, I have these little prongs sticking out of my deck, and those are called deck pins. And it's basically the same concept as a bike pedal, just to give you a little bit extra grip. And they're not that big. I always get asked, hey, so when you're riding, do your feet ever get stuck, blah, blah, blah. And not really. It happens very, very occasionally. It's only on like inwards and finger whips. Like I don't take my foot off enough. And honestly, it just adds just a little bit more grip. Like as you can tell, when my foot is on this, I can't really move it back and forth, which is nice. So whenever you land a trick, like whenever your deck and your feet hit the ground at the same time, your feet aren't just gonna blow off your scooter. You're actually gonna stay on your scooter a little bit easier. Ever since I started riding deck pins, I haven't gone back to riding without because it's just honestly a game changer. I'm actually surprised a lot more people don't ride these, but personally I love them and I think I'm gonna always ride it as long as I ride a scooter. So, and then we have this majestic undialed grip tape because you know, we make the best grip tape of all time. Moving on to my signature deck. This comes 20.5 by 4.8. And it kind of is like the perfect all-around scooter deck because it's flat, so you can do grinds. And it's boxed on the back end and it has these metal end caps. Makes it so your deck isn't gonna like warp or anything like that. I personally like decks that have a little bit of back weight to it, just because like whenever you tail up, it just makes the whip come around a lot easier. So I really like that we did that. But other than that, if you haven't seen the full video of me explaining everything about this deck, it's on the Undialed YouTube channel. Oh, and I should mention that my bars right now I think are 25.5 by 23 wide. So if you didn't know, Root Industry decks come with a brake and a fender, and I prefer the fender just because I don't really use my brake and I tend to just break brakes off all the time just from doing rewinds and stuff like that. The fender just makes it to where it's a little bit lighter on the back end, and also you're not gonna break anything off because this thing is not moving. Plus what's nice is this brake works for pretty much any deck ever made. So Root designed it really, really well for that purpose because they want everyone to be able to ride it, and I think this is the best fender that's ever came out, not gonna lie. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my scooter check. I got some clips last night at AZ Grind, so enjoy those and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Put your head in the game on this one. Swear to God, you'll get it. What did I say, bro? What did I say?